small intestine. It is also most important character that is present on the alimentary canal, and it is a long tube of alimentary canal. It is about 3 meters in length and 2.5 centimeters in diameter. So this is the longest part of the alimentary canal. And you see, it begins at pyloric stomach. This is the pyloric stomach, and here it opens and that divides into some specific parts. Here it begins at pyloric stomach and it coils through the central and inferior part of abdominal cavity. It begins at pyloric stomach. This is the pyloric stomach, and there it begins, and it coils through the central and inferior part of the abdominal cavity. So inside of that, central part and inferior parts will be present. Inside of that will be coiled, and next it opens into the large intestine. So this is called a large intestine, and it opens, the last part of the small intestine opens into the large intestine through a specific part is there, that is called as ileum. So through the ileum that opens into the large intestine, and where it is divided into 3 parts. Here the small intestine is divided into 3 parts. The anterior part is called as duodenum, middle part is called as jejunum, and the third part, that is posterior part, is called as ileum. So here this is the duodenum, and the middle part is called as jejunum, and the remaining part is called as ileum. Here we can see the duodenum. So this is called as duodenum, and it is a short and U-shaped part. You see, this is called a U-shaped part. It is a small part. So it begins at the pyloric stomach, and that is, here it is guarded by a pyloric sphincter. So as we explained in the previous classes, pyloric sphincter always regulates the movement of food into the small intestine and prevents backflow of digested food from the small intestine into the stomach region, that is pyloric stomach. And next, it receives chyme from the stomach. So it receives the chyme nothing but partially digested food. Whenever it is formed, that pushes into the small intestine. So the first part, the duodenum, can receive the chyme part, and next it is connected to the pancreas. Here pancreas leaf-like structure is present just behind the duodenum part. So here duodenum connects the pancreas, and which receives the pancreatic juices for the purpose of digestion. And the second part, that is called as jejunum. So jejunum is a long coiled middle portion. So this is called the long coiled middle portion of the small intestine. And here what will happen in the jejunum part? So here the bulk of chemical digestion and nutrient absorption occurs. So that is the most important character. The bulk of chemical digestion will be taking place. At the same time, the nutrient absorption also takes place. So that is the most important character present in the small intestine. And the last part, that is posterior part of small intestine, that is called as ileum. So ileum, here it is, you can see that. So just behind the jejunum, ileum is located. So there it is the longest and highly coiled structure. So you see that it is a long, highly coiled structure, and it is about 2 meters in long. And next, it is guarded by ileocecal valve, which opens into the large intestine, and that is regulated by a valve that is called as ileocecal valve. So cecum is the part of large intestine. There a valve will be present between the, here this is the part, this is the large intestine, and this is the small intestinal part, that is ileum. So between the ileum and cecum, a specific part will open. The back side of that we can identify it. Actually it is located very close to the cecum region, back side of that, and there we can identify the ileocecal valve. Through that valve, the small intestine finally opens into the large intestine.